Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session. My name is Benson, and I will be taking you through this interesting uh, topic that is using data and insights to help your business grow.
Interesting.
And I hope that you are all ready to learn. So, kindly, before we start the session, I would like also we familiarize ourselves with the chat box, and you can start by telling us where you are joining us from and what's the name of your business. I will also be demonstrating to you on how we can go through something we call the data analysis. Today, we are not going to look mostly on the slides on the screen. We are not going to strictly follow the slide, but we are going to look practical side. So let's see who is joining us, where you are joining us from, and you can give us your name, the name of the business, and where you are joining us from, and your energy level today. Today, my energy level is 5 out of 5, and I hope today the internet is going to work. I am very sure that, and today we are going to have a very session with minimum disturbances. So today we are going to look at how we can use data insight and we can use data insight and to help our business grow. And when you say about data, what do you comes to your mind when you say about data? What comes to your mind? I can see that Jenny Keddy is our champion today. Keddy, welcome from Mombasa, Vida Roast, and I hope Mombasa is a bit warm, not like in Nairobi. Today is for the past 1 week is a bit chilly here, but we thank God and we happy that we are going to have a very great session from this side. So today we're going to see a data insight. But before we go to data insight, we really have to ask ourselves, what do we mean by saying that we need data, and do you really need data? And when you need data, what does it mean, and how can you use your data to grow or to grow your business? Today we're going to look much on this. Sorry for this. I'm searching for something here. So we are going to look for this, but as we look for this, and I'm going to also to see and engage with you on the chat box. I can see Opio J from Nairobi, Dynamic Health Hunters. I can see Marion Kihala Dani, uko Dani kabisa. Thank you and welcome. You can also share this link with your colleagues and your friends who may be interested to learn something today. And as we are going to enjoy this session, I hope we are going to have a very interactive one where you can ask your questions. If you have any query, you can ask. If you have any something to support us on this training, you can. Today is a bit interactive, and we are going to see some insight and how we can operate on these different tools. So I can see Royal Pottery Shop, Macharia from Royal Pottery, you're still in. Elizabeth Mwen joined. Victor Guya from Dragonfly Tours. I can see we have Joyce Rai Creations by Bright Home Real Estate. Joyce Rai, I think this is Joyce. I can see Brenda Kitroy and many others. So welcome so much for this, and I'm very happy to have quite a quorum and a very wonderful quorum to go on with the training today. So today, as I was saying, we are going to look at data. And when we say data, what comes in your mind? So today we are going to look at 3 agendas, and mostly what we're going to cover here will be the first agenda of understanding the right questions, and then identify the best tool and understanding the analysis your data. To analyze your data, we are going more practical on this. So before we go to this, we're going to remind you, if you have never registered or never have attended any boot camp or Hustle Academy boot camp, I can tell you are losing a lot. And those who have attended this cannot testify to you. These bootcamp are one of the best things small and medium enterprises in Africa. So with bootcamp, you have a 1 week intensive training where you learn about not only digital marketing but other things like how you can look for fund, how you can do fund campaigns and fundraising, how you can grow your business not only on Google or on online marketing, but also if as you with different tactics that you can grow your business. To attend this or to be a part of this, you just have to visit this link, that is g.co/hustle academy. My moderator will be sharing this with you. And this one will help you now enter this. Then after the training, you are given a chance to have a one-on-one mentorship with one of the best mentors in the world through Google Upskill. And you can take our mentorship where you discuss more and do more practicals on what you have learned. So kindly take your time, to subscribe to this if you have not, and if you may wish that to have a repeat of the boot camp, you are free to apply on this link. So one thing I was asking is, what do you come to your mind, or what word would you use to describe your customer? Do you really know your customers? How can you learn about your customers? Who is your customer? Or who can you say that I'm targeting this type of customer? Are you able to provide a good example of a kind of, if someone asks me, give me a small example or just a quick example of who your customer is. So one thing we do is we understand how to get the right questions to ask, and these right questions now helps us now in decision making, and also they also assist us in coming up with the best approaches, or what we call the best ideologies of how we can learn, or we can do ads, or we can learn our campaigns without much problems. So here, sorry, I was looking for a certain video I had seen, but I can see I have kind of lost this video. So as I will be looking for this video, I will also help you. I hope that we will be able to. So the video is lost, I can see, but we will see other videos as we continue. So as for now, let's continue with the session and see how we can do this data. So what questions do you want to ask your customers, and how do you want to interact with your customers? So how do you say that you interact with your customer? Is it a formal way? Is your customer the person who you have to use a formal language, or is your customer someone who you can use informal or casual languages? If most of you we have interacted, you find that some of the time I come in a formal language where I do the emails, I do something we call even the formal calls, that I say I introduce the formal calls, and there are other times that we can use the informal languages to discuss something. And this one is where can when your customer comes in. So today we are going to look at the process of analytics, and how do you say that you are analyzing. When you say that you are analyzing a certain data or a certain information, how do you analyze this? We say that in digital marketing, or in this marketing, data, we can say data is not just numbers, or data is not just statistics. Data is a collection of facts, the facts that can help you come up with the best idea or the best decision when you are making. I'm also going to look for a sneak peek at the chat box to see how the progress here. I can see Maina Gatheru from Concrete Hub, TMX Duko, Anthony, Karibu Sana. We have Cheetah Destinations from this Jane Karibu, and welcome. I hope you are on time. We are starting the process, and I can see that we are all set and ready to go. So as I was saying, there's the question that you ask, and when you say that you are having data, remember that data. When you say data, we don't just say the numbers. We don't say that it's 10 people who have viewed my site, or there are 20 people who have clicked on this link. What we are the facts, a collection of facts, and these facts are the one that help us to make good decisions. So what one thing is, the process of collecting data involves 4 steps, and that is, you have to identify the objective. What is the objective of your campaign? What is the objective of your online? When you're in Google Ads, what is your objective there? When you are doing a social media post, what is your objective? When you are doing even an organic post on Google, when you are even updating your website, when you are placing your website live, when you are making that website, what is your objective? And with the objective, they help you to come up with the ultimate goal of what you want to do. Then you have to come up with the questions. What question do I need to address? What do I want to address with this, to get the data to address? Is it how many people visit to my website? Is it how many people call from a certain ad? Or is it how many people interact with my social media? Is it how many people, or how interactive are my posts on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter? And how do people engage? So you have to come up with, what questions do I need to address? And then you have to ask yourself, where do I get this information from? Remember that you can't go to get a Facebook insight from Google My Business, or you can't get a Google Ad insight from Twitter. So you have to know, where am I going to get this information? And then finally you come to decide, what do I do with this information, or what is the next step after I get this information, or after I have analyzed this data and I have corrected the fact and I have known the fact about the performance of my business. Now what next? So we have these four analytics, and we are going to look at each and every one. So for the first thing is their objectives. So let's look at the objectives, and this is where we now come to tell more about. We come up with a certain or a list of objectives. So there are some many objectives that you can come up from, but most of them, the always spin or the span around the four ideas. That is telling me about my business. That's what we call awareness. We also come up to selling more my products or conversion. We also have to identify my most valuable customer, that is customer engagement. And then finally, you have a new ways to engage your previous, that is about content, and also how conversion way or the funnel. So these are some examples. And remember that objectives are not only twined or tied to these four. We have many objectives can come. You everyone have, or every business have a unique objective. And the only way that you can know about this is when you come up with your clear objectives. So for example, you have these four objectives. For example, in your business, that is Concrete Hub. You want people to know what Concrete Hub really does. And also, maybe you also like to know how many people have visited this, or have I interacted with my customers on Facebook. So this is how one of the way that you can get to analyze this data according to the objective that you have. Then after the objective, we have the second process, and that is the questions. And with objective, what you do is we usually clear for the lean, or something we call the lean structure or type of question. That is the reach, engage, activate, and nurture. And if you have seen those objectives that I was looking for example, they were following the four, or the four reach. I want them to create awareness for my business. That is reach. How do I interact with these? How do I interact with those people on my business, or how do I interact with my audience? So that's now what we call. That's where now we call something we call not necessarily reach. Now this is engagement. How do we engage? So the question is, how do I engage with these customers? Then we come to the next one, activate. How do I make sales? How are my sales being done? Or who is booking? Are people buying from my post, or those people visiting my sites, are they buying? Are they converting? So these are how to activate. And then, who is coming back, or do I have returning customers? Am I able to nurture these SMEs or these customers? So this, you use a lean approach. You're able now to focus on the four main agendas, or the four main questions that you need to ask, and that is the reach, engage, activate, and nurture. And remember that when you are the customer funnel, or what we call the customer journey funnel, it engages with the reach. When you create awareness, someone else knows there's a product that is given by this. For example, you see that when you say on awareness, this is where you know that, oh, there's something we call there's something we call, there was this what is the business again, there's the vida roast. What do vida roast do? So I am aware there's those vida roast. Maybe they do the roast meat and all that. So with this vida roast, what do they do? I'm aware of them. Then what is the next is you get interest. And this, when you get interest, I remember that the interest on these roasts will be according to the content that you are sharing, the engagement that you are engaging. So the more you engage, the way you engage them is the one that will bring down the interest to these people. And when they get the interest, they go to the step ahead of either ordering online, making that call, or even requesting or visiting your location. That's now what you call the activate. And then after they engage you, they have that food, beautiful meal, they enjoy the meal. Then you have to see how, like, the thank you note, the interactive, they called, how you interact with them, you nurture them, so that tomorrow they will even refer others, not only come the next day or the next day after tomorrow, they'll come with another friend telling them, oh, you can't believe what I just found. I just found a new joint. I wish you can come with me. You have this meal. So this is how you do. And you can only know how you are doing all these to get that funnel, to get the customers are interested from awareness to purchasing through the lean or the lean. And this one can be done through the data and seeing where you're getting wrong, where you are going wrong, and correcting that. Then after this, you have to come to the get information. That is where you determine where am I going, which tool am I going to use or to get this data from. And this will be determined by the tool of choice that you are doing with your marketing. Is it the social media? Every social media have the data and insight part. Is it am I doing the Google My Business post? Am I getting the customers from there? So this way you'll be able now to know which tool to use to get this analysis, and where does it come from. And you also get to know where you get that from. And then finally, you can see that when you say where to get from, this is where I was saying you can either use the social channels, that is the social media, and you see what content users engage with on the social media. You are able to measure views, the likes, the follows, and also the shares, and any other activities, like also something like the follows, the comments, the likes, and the loves, and the emojis, and all that. You're also able to look at different channels and social media channels to know which one is performing better and which one can you focus more. Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter? Is it Instagram? Is it LinkedIn? So you're able even to determine which one to use. Then you can also go to the organic searches, and this way you are able to identify what customers are looking for and align your business with their searches on the Google search engine or other search sites that they are maybe looking for items that are related to you. And this is where now you'll be able to go out to learn the keywords that you can use to even do something we call search engine optimization. Then you are also can also get this one from the website. You have a website. You have either e-commerce or a display website. So how do you market your product to customers using the channels? This is now the other ads, like for example, the Google ads. This is another channel that you can use and you can learn. And all these channels, they always give you insights not only about your customers, but also their demographics in terms of age, preferences, and also location. And you are able to even determine how you can do the campaigns and where you can target for your campaigns. Then finally, you have to come up with a course of action. And with the insights, you are able now to make the best decisions and learn how you can do this. So how do you use your insights? One thing you can use your insights is ways insight that data can be used is to identify the market trends. What is trending right now? For example, if you are in a boutique or you are a clothes shop, you can maybe see that right now there's a code. What is trending is maybe you can see now the trends on the jumpers and warm pullovers and jackets. The warm jackets is higher than on the beach shorts and also other light summer clothes. You're able to see the seasonal trends of them on the market and also the instant trends. For example, they can even have a certain trend like there's these we have the anniversary trade that is ongoing on most of the online shops. We have also the black markets and all that. You're able now to know the market trends, and you can now tune your business to fit on these trends. You're also able to ascertain your user experience for better understanding of their path to the purchase, from the awareness to the conversion or to the returning customers. And this is where you're able even to identify which stage of the customer journey is becoming from. Maybe you have a problem in the link that the customer journey, they're having challenges at a certain step. And this way you are able now to look to run on where you can do it to get a better view. Then the next one is able to get the content. Which type of content is it? Are these people engaging with more? Are they engaging more with video content, the photo content, or the blog content? And then you are able now to adapt your strategy and you are leverage these insights to shape your overall strategy so that you can be on a better position. So up to that point, I'm going to pose for questions and see what the interactions on the chat box are to see how we are going through. I can see we have Caroline from Credia is joining us, and also Grace Kiongo from Express Institute, all the way from Olkalao, Karibu Sana. And I know now that is in Nyandarua, the climate there is a bit crazy, not like in Nairobi, and we are here complaining about cold weather. We have Collins Obote and also Misati Realtors. I can see there's no question. So if you have any question or something that you may like us to address here, kindly feel free to post it on the chat box. My moderator will be happy, more than happy to highlight it, answer it, and also highlight it to me so that I can come back to it and address these on a more better way. So we are going to the next step, and on this next step, where we are going to look at the next step of how we identify the best tool to use. Remember that we have come up with an idea, or we have something we call the objectives, and we have learned our customers. So which tool are used? And this one is determined by three things: the objective, your marketing objective, the customer, how your customer relate, and your customer preferences, and also now the channel that are available or the category of your business. So which tools, analytical tools, do you currently use? There are different types of tools, and we are going to look at them one by one. So most of these tools, we have social media. And one thing about social media is almost all the social media channels have their analytic, or they have their insight tools. We are going to look at that. Again, you have organic search, where you can use your Google My Business and also Google Search Console to have your analytics on the organic searches. You have your website where you can use Google Analytics, and also you have the paid searches, that is Google Ads, where Google Ads gives you a highlight and a report of how your ads have interacted with people out there, and they can give you an insight that is way much better for you to improve on your marketing strategies. So we are going to look at this, and allow me, instead of going to theoretically look at this, allow me to share this, and I'm going to share my screen a little bit as I engage with you on the chat box. I can see there's still no question that is coming around. So we are going to share the screen. Sorry, let me stop sharing this. Yes, and we're going to look at, first we are going to look at a Facebook, and Facebook, so before I go to, sorry, so allow me to use this instead of the one that I had really, prepared earlier. So let me see if I can use this. Yes, yeah, Chrome tab, then we go to Facebook. So when you visit Facebook, I hope you can see on my screen on your side. So let me know whether you can see my screen well and clearly. So this is our Facebook homepage, and this is just any homepage that you have when you open your Facebook, where you have the way this how it goes through the homepage, and interested all things. So you have the businesses that you are, or you manage, or you even have access to, maybe your pages or your business page, and this is where they come from. You can access your pages on the shortcut area, or you can even visit the pages and all that. So we are going to look at how we can use Facebook analytics. And one thing to access our Facebook analytics is through visiting the shortest route here is visiting your pages, or you can also use an easier way of using the Meta Business Suite. One thing I like about Meta Business Suite is if you have a business that is linked with your Facebook, or you have a business that is linked with your Instagram, you can get the analytics of both Facebook and Instagram through this Meta Business Suite. So where this is where you find your Meta business or the Facebook Business Suite. You can see on the right side, on the right side, on your left side, that is on your left side of your machine or your computer, you can go where you have the marketplace, the ad center, the brand donation, all these highlights. Then when you go down to the messages, the pages, you're able to see the Meta Business Suite. When you click on the Meta Business Suite, this is where now you are able to go to different accounts of this. So for today, I'm going to use sorry, let me, with your permission, Grace Kelgo of Express, I'm going to use this. Let me go to use this this for you. I hope Grace is okay with you. So I'm going to use this. So this is where your page is. And remember that if you have linked to your page with the Instagram, you are able to see add an Instagram account if you don't have. And if you have an Instagram account, for example, this one, let me use this one which have an Instagram account. When you use an Instagram account, you're able to see that you have both Facebook and Instagram account, and you can see them or manage them. With Meta Business Suite, you're even able to post and share videos, reels, and posts both on Facebook and Instagram account at the same time. So we're able to get the threads and all this. So when you go to this site now, this is the business site suite where you have the insight part here. When you go to the insights part, this is where you get all the insights about your performance of your page or your business page. My Facebook is a bit slow. So you see that for the last 1 week in review. So first thing, you are even given a first week in review. That's just a quick highlight about your insight, and you are able to choose whether you want to see all the insights. So when you see all your insights, and this is how you operate your Facebook insights. So you have their business name here, which one you are looking. If you have more than one business, you can choose here the business that you want to look for or to see or to apply there. So you can have the overview, and with the overview, you're able to give to look at the results of the past time. So for the duration, you come to this side where you can get the duration. For how long do you want to see the insight? You can set the durations here. You can say for the last 1 month. You can choose even for the last 1 week or even for the last 2 months or so. So you have to look at this duration. And remember, there's the last 7 days. You have 20 days, 90 days, this week, this month, this year, last week, last month. So you can even choose the period that you want to look at this analysis and to see the results. Another thing, then you are able even to set a goal. And when you can set a goal, you able now the Facebook will be giving you insights and suggestions on how you can improve to achieve this goal. When you set a goal about your business. So I'm not going to set the goal for now. So this is where you do this. So if you have a for example, you have a paid ad or a paid post or a paid, even you have paid or boosted a page. This is where you have the paid reach, and you're able to see how your paid reach is. So for now it's zero because there was no paid reach. Then you have a Facebook page reach. How have your Facebook page performed for the last 1 month? So you're able to see this overview, and also Instagram reach for how long, and you are even told that you have decreased the reach compared to last month. Versus last month, you have decreased the reach by 63%. You have decreased the reach by 9%, and you're able to see why have you done that. So you can also look at the content, how content have performed. For example, if these are posts that was an Instagram post, not even a Facebook post, how did it perform? How was the reach here? And when you click on this content, you can get even more about this content, the reach. You can also see the reach, the likes, the comments, the results, and you can get more about this Facebook, and you are able to know how it performed. You're also able to compare between a paid ad on Facebook and also unpaid or the organic search, and see how they perform. And you are able now to even come up with a strategy of how long does my page perform when I boost a post and then I leave this post. So how frequent should I be doing a boosted post or a paid ad to improve my reach and all that? So you can look at all this. Let's go back a little bit. Go back to overview. So when you go to overview, you can also look at the results. So this is where you get now the detailed results. You can look at the results for every day, like the first week is June 6 to 6, how it performed. You even see the reaches. You can look at the Instagram reach. You see with the Meta, or what we call the Meta Business Suite, you're able now not only to get a Facebook reach, but you can also compare with the Instagram reach, and you're able to perform to work on both Instagram and Facebook, to work and see which one is performing better and which one do you prefer better, and how you can even work with both Facebook and Instagram. You're even able to see the profile visit, how many people have visited your Facebook compared to the Instagram. You're also able to look at the new likes, how many people have liked your page and all that. So you're able to look at all these details, the paid reach, why is it zero, the paid impressions. You're even able to see all this, and you can even choose an action that you want to really focus on. For example, you may like to see the comments the Facebook visits and visits. You can also like to see the comments, Facebook likes, and also the comments. Let me see. Sorry. And are able even to export this. You can export this as a CVN or a PDF for if you are not necessarily doing it as to your own cost. Maybe you are, want to give a report about this performance of this Facebook ad. So with the Facebook, we're able and also encourage businesses, mostly those that are in hospitality, service industry, and also those in even on the FG, we call them the fast moving consumer good, FMCG. It's very good and it's very advisable to you link your Facebook page with your Instagram business account. And this way, you're able even to use this Meta business suite even to do the post, to schedule the post. If you see, you then have the planner here that you can even plan for the next 1 week. This post you learn on the Instagram at this time, and also this. So you're also able to look at all this, and you're able to, for example, let me see, go to content. Remember that we are going to look at different types of insights. We are going to look at the reach, the content, the audience, and the feed, and also the interaction. So when it comes to content, this is where you are able to look and see what type of content is performing against each other. For example, you have the recent content. You can see the likes, you can get the likes, and also the number of likes, the number of visits, and also reactions, the number of reactions. Can get the stickers and all that. You're also able to know the type of post. Is it a boosted ad or is it not a boosted ad? And this content, how it performed. And you can see the type of content that performs better than the other, and why, and you can also get to understand why this happens in the area. Then on the type of audience, you're able to get the current or the audience analysis according to the age, the demographics of the customer. Remember that the customer, you also to know the customer. You're able to know who visits your sites in terms of gender. For example, for this Tago Hotel or the Tago Lodge, mostly because it's an entertainment, you see that men are more than female, but when you look at this, it's almost a 50-50 because it's 53 to 46. So it means that you can't ignore women and you can't ignore men. So you have to interact this. When it comes to age and gender, you get to know that that is on Facebook and on Instagram. You're able even to know who are interacting. So you find out Instagram is a bit more diverse, where you have more men visiting than women. So you can know that when you are curating your messages on Instagram, you know that your audience is more men, and you can even identify your customer. Remember, we say that you have to identify your customer or to have a customer profile or a customer audience profile. So, for example, I can say on Facebook, my customer audience is one, a young lady, a woman aged, that is, sorry, yes, it's a man aged 23, 25 to 34 who lives in Vin. So you are able to look at this and you can see this. Now this is my customer persona. And when it comes to Instagram, I'm going to focus on a man, a young man or a woman who is aged between 18 to maybe that 4 to 24, according to how they interact with you and Nini. So you are even able to see the top cities that have visited you, who those people who have visited you are interacting with the audience. Where do they come from? Is it the cities, in terms of the cities? And also you are able even to know the type of countries, where are they located in terms of countries. You are even able to look at in terms of other demographics, and also this way you are able even to know, and you can even look at the potential audience. You even look, if you want to create an ad, you are given a potential audience according to the age and the difference and the cities that are located here. So then you are able even to see all these insights, and these insights will help you now come up with a good campaign both on Instagram and in Facebook, and you are able to know the type of messages and why is this performing on this site and this site. So for this Facebook, I'm going to pause a bit and see the chat box to see how the interaction in the chat box is. I can see Moiga is saying not visible. Oh, sorry for this. You can try to refresh on your side to see whether you are visible, because from my side and from my moderator side, I can see it's a bit visible. So I can see it's a bit visible and all that. So this is how you do it. And I was really looking for this analytics, and you can see that you are able now to do this. So if you have any question, I will address. I can see that a notice cost of boost allows as low as 500, but the in-app capped at 11,000. Does it mean to boost is only for those who have engaged or boosted? So TMX, you have, for one thing I like about boosting your ad on Facebook or Meta Business. What you do is they give you a cap. They don't give you a cap. What they do is they suggest, and it matters if you have this 11,000, for example. If you have this told that is 11,000, what it means is it comes to audience. So for example, if it's what is in my in my screen, this 11 in fact is 11 million people. It's not about the amount, but it's about the audience that you are able to reach. So we are able to nature add when you are going to run for the next session, when we are going to look at the next session about I'm going to look at the next session about how you can set these Google, the social media, Facebook ads and all that. You look at how you can set the budget. You are able to set the budget, and maybe mostly the minimum budget that comes to you for the daily comes to around 100 to 200 to 150 shillings per day. And you can set for the how long you want that ad to run, and for how much you want it at the end of the day to have this. I can also see that Mr. Later is why does an ad stop performing after a while? How can one maintain good performance? So an ad stop performing when one you have depleted your budget. Maybe you have sent that ad to run for 7 days and the budget was depleted, and you can only do this by you can improve this to have this consistent by using the planner, where you can plan for the ads even to learn even on the future. And these ads you are able to make them learn, and they will learn immediately that time comes. For example, when you use a planner, you're able even to plan that I want this ad to run on Instagram alone at this time of the day or this week, and then after this week I want this ad to run, and you have the budget. Also remember that the payment method, the card that you have linked in with the or linked with the Facebook for them to card, make sure it have the finances. Since when the money gets depleted on the card and your budget wasn't exhausted, your ad will be posted and you'll be notified that your ad was posted. I hope I have answered that, Mr. Realtors. And I see that we are able to see and understand this. So for another thing is TMX Duka I can recommend is with this with the 11,000 you are doing. It's not that it's a must you have to cap that ad there. What happens is a suggestion for you to get better results. Is a suggestion that you can use at least these to get a better result. Otherwise, if you use less than these, maybe the targeting about your audience and also location, that matters also. Those arithmetics also matters comes to play, and the Facebook can tell you, hey, wait a minute, you can't use this. If you use this, unfortunately, you will not be able to run this ad. So allow me to go to the next tool, and that is for the search, the organic search. And for organic search, we are going to use Google My Business. Google My Business. So let me stop sharing and share the site for Google My Business here. So with Google My Business, this is where you get to see to learn more about how your Google My Business profile is performing. And in as much as we have said that in Google My Business you can always get what do you call it? We can always get work or perform changes on your on the search engine. It's good also to go to the back end and also to investigate more on the back end. So, for example, on Google My Business, I'm going to use another. I'm going to use another business. For example, I'm going to use this one of the business that I manage on Google My Business. And you see that you are even getting notification you can manage on search. But I want to stay here because this is where I want to get all the insights. So when you open your backend on Google My Business, and where you open it is just going to the 9 dots here. When you go to 9 apps, there is always a business profile tab app that you can click that is linked to your email. So if you have opened a business link to wellbenson09@gmail.com, all the business that I manage, Google Business Profile that I manage, they will be located on business profile on this app. And when you go visit this the way back end of the business profile looks. It's called the business Google Business Profile Manager. And this is where you can add posts, interact with posts, you can even add images, and the details about your business. So one thing you have to do is you have the insight at the same site, where you have the insights, and with the insights, this is where now you can get to learn more about your insight. You find that your insights are moving, because one thing you see is you have new profile performance, and you're able to see the metrics about your insights. So this is how you see the insights from the search engine, and this is how customers search for your business. So for example, for the last 1 month, I can see that people have searched my business through the brand. That is, they have searched for Oriflame Nairobi Sport. That is about 44% or 54 people out of the total number. Then you can see that those people who search, oh sorry, I'm sorry for this, let me repeat again. For those people who search dialect, like they search for the type of the name of the business on the search engine, they are the one that they are called direct here, and these people who find your business profile searching for your business name or address. And when they find these, they attend those. So these are the people who know your business exists. They know your business, but they want to see what you have been updating in your Google Business Profile, to see whether maybe they want to visit your shop and they are not sure whether you are open or closed, or they want to see whether you have a certain product. So these are the people who search for specifically your business. Then you have those people who discover. For example, people who find your business profile searching for category, product, or something. For example, if I'm looking for the best perfume or Oriflame perfume or something like this, the keywords. This is where now the keywords comes, and they discover you through this. And out of the total people who have visited my business, we have 47% or 57 of them have visited, out of the total 121 for the last 1 month, have visited through discovering through the keywords. Then there are those people who search by the brand. What brand do you do? Do you do, for example, if you are Uga Limited and you have this type of brand that is called Jogo Maize Flour. So those people who have searched with that brand name, remember, a business can have different brands of items. So those who have searched for brand names, and they have found you. So you're able even to know how people are searching you on search engine, and this way will help you even know on how to maximize or to optimize your profile on search engine. So we have also to see how that you have promoted your business in minutes, and you are given a way to promote, and then you even get insights of where your customers you view your business on Google. Where are they located in terms of searches and maps? Remember that with business profile, you are placed both on searches and on maps. So when they have the listing on searches, so you have find that for the searches, for example, on June 19th, only two people search they search for me on searches, and 68 people searched me on maps. So you are able to see, to compare between the maps and also the searches, who is searching for me at what time, and when are they searching for me. So if able to see for the last 1 month, who have searched for you on search engine, and who have searched for you on maps. And this is why we also say that you have to give a specific location, not just a street address. For example, you don't have to say you are located in Mudidi Road. You have to say you are located in sixth floor Rainbow Towers, Mudidi Road. In that way, when people are searching for you, they will be they will be able to locate you, to see you where you are located. Also, this is why the reason why you have to place. If you have a brick and mortar store, you have to put an exterior or a view on the street view of your business, so that people can identify what they saw on the map, the photo they saw on the map, according to what they see, and this way they'll be able to locate you without much hurdle or much struggle. You can also see the customer actions, and these are the most common actions that customer takes on your listing. So what do they do? Who have visited your website? If you have linked your website with your business profile, who have visited, you are able now to see at this point who have visited your website, and you're able to know the organic reach of your website, how people have visited you from the organic or search engine. You're also able to see how many people have requested for your direction, or how many people have dared the call to call you for more information or to make an order, or that. You're also able to get a direct request and to see in the terms of geographical location where people were, where are you covering, and where people were searching for you from. You're able to look at the details about the phone the phone numbers, the phone calls that you have received, the popular time. So, for example, unfortunately for this listing, there is no popular, there is no enough data to show, but you can even know the popular time when people are searching for your business and when are they searching on which type of the day. And you're also able to see the photo views, which photo have performed, how many people have viewed your photo, the performance of your photo compared to your business. This way you are able to see and also to determine why you are performing poorly, or you compare yourself with your business in terms of the photos that you are populating on your business profile. And this way you can customize you're also able to see the photo quantity, and you're able to see customer photo between the customer photos who have shared their photo in terms of when they are reviewing you, and those you are the quantity that you have put, and also able to compare how. So with this you are able to see how the customers, the potential customer, are interacting with you on both search engine and on the Google Maps. And this way, you're able to interact and to intertwine, or to tune your messages and your information in such a way that it will be easier and better for you to work and to get a goal, and to get to the goal that you had set when you are setting this. I'm also going to post again a little bit to see if we are getting more questions on the chat box. I can see Tui Joseph has joined us. Tui, welcome, karibu sana. You are not late. You are on time to see the demonstrations that we are sharing here. I can see Joy Stacy. How can I verify a Google My Business account on my own? So one thing I like to tell you, Joy Stacy, is that for your business, it will take time for you to verify on your own. But when you call or you request a call from Africa 118, my moderator will be sharing on this link, that is gmb.africa118. And when you request a call, you just receive a call from Africa on it within 24 hours, and that call you'll be requested. You have to speak with one of the agents or from Africa on it. They will verify the information that you have put there is you who have put it and is correct according to you, and they will verify for you immediately without having to wait for so long to get the mail and all that. I can see Emily Onyango was asking the same. So, Emily and Joy, you can also get in touch with me. I will help you verify your business after the training. You can get in touch with me after the training. I can see Chui Joseph visible on mobile is very poor. Have found it better on laptop. So sorry. So you can get maybe you have changed your device. Maybe sometimes the network and the internet also have some difficulties. So let's go to the next one. And this one I'm also going to look into or get deeper into. And this one is where we are going to look at another channel that we can use. We have looked at Meta, Facebook, and also we have also looked, sorry, at your GMB or GBP. So the next thing is we are going to look at. We have also a LinkedIn for those who have LinkedIn, and LinkedIn have insights too. Let me see whether I can get my LinkedIn to get the insights. So unfortunately, I'm not able to get insight from my side because I don't have an active, or I don't have, what do you call it? I don't have a business profile here. So I am only having an insight for my page. But also LinkedIn, almost all the social media channels have, even the Twitter. Twitter have the analytics. For example, maybe I can share for you with the Twitter one instead of this, and we can have a quick view of the Twitter, how we can get the Twitter analysis or analytics from your Twitter handles. So let me visit here. Yes. So when you go to Twitter analytics, this is how the analytics on Twitter looks like. And Twitter also gives you a more detailed. Remember that every Twitter, when it comes to Twitter and other social media channels, you have different, and also you have quite diverse ways of interacting with customers, and that's how also they give diverse ways of giving you analytics. For example, I'm not so much active on Twitter because it's my personal account, so you find that. On Twitter, you also have to can select on the date that you want to get the insights. You can also say, for example, I can say the last 7 days, the last 28 days, and let me pick the last 28 days. And also, you can explore the data maybe by day or by Twitter. So when you go by the day, you're able to see the data of how your performance on Twitter, your tweets, and all your business performs on Twitter each day. When you go by data, so when you go by data, you're also able to get this. And this way you can download this. So this link here is for downloading. You can see from my screen that I have downloaded a CVS file of my performance on Twitter. So one thing, best thing about this, we have looked at both Facebook and Twitter, is that you can even download this data for maybe to share with your team and to come to strategize. When you're coming to make your strategies, you can even share and print and see what to do and come up with a good idea with sharing with your team. So you can see that on Twitter, you have to get a Twitter activities where you can get the impressions for the last 20 days, and you can see the tweets that how the tweets performed. You can look at the top tweets, the tweets and the replies, the promotions, and all that, and you're able to look at impressions, engagement, and the engagement rate. So this one, for example, I have not quite posted on Twitter. That's why there's no much data on this. But if you have an active and you visit on Twitter, you're able to see all these on a better way. You're even able to see the engagement rate here, and it shows you how you have engaged and how many people have clicked your link. On average, you earn this, and you are even given an average of how people interact with this. You are also able to get more insights on Twitter by also the performance of different things. You can also look at the performance of, you can have even conversion tracking, events management, and video trackings on this, and also able to see how the hashtags that you are using are performing. So for the Twitter, you are able to interact with all this and learn more. So finally, I'm going to look at the main one that I wanted us to focus on, and this was the Google Analytics. So when you have Google Analytics, my moderator will help you with a link for Google Analytics where you can sign up and create an account with Google Analytics. Unfortunately, right now I don't have my own website that I can use to show you how you can register on Google Analytics. But the good news is, sorry, let me stop this. The good news is that I have a demonstration account that I can use to help you see how you can interact with Google Analytics. Remember that the third agenda was familiarizing yourself with Google Analytics, and with this, I'm going to look at how we can use Google Analytics to understand your data and analyze your data using the Google Analytics. So let me show you from my side how you can interact with all this. So when you create an account and you have an account with Google Analytics, this is how your home you look like. And this is how you get now the analytics of Google Analytics. And remember that Google Analytics helps you to analyze the performance of your website. So if you have a website, you need to have a Google Analytics. So for example, you are even able to see the active users in the last 5 minutes. Unfortunately, if you can see this is a demo account that I'm showing you with. So this is not my website, and best thing is that Google has given us an account that we can use for the demonstrations. So when you have a website, the website name will always come here, the name of the business, and you are able to get the analytics. You can able to get the analytics on the users, how many people are using the total users of your Facebook, those people who use your Facebook, website. You are able to see the revenue that you are going to use, the conversion rate of those people who interact with your website, who convert. You're able to see the conversion rate, and also the session, how long does these people stay, and how many people are active at any given time. So you're able to see at active users, you're able to see that you see that this is shifting because it's real time, and it gives you an insight of how many people are using your site right now. You're also able to see the top activities, like you are able to see which activities are being on top. For example, you have those people who are link this site, maybe this link or this page is a certain page that is the lifestyle that the most people are using. You have the interaction with the active users and how they interact with your website on real time. This is where you get the real time traffic about your business website. You're also able to get to run, and remember that we always say that you have to focus on the four ideologies of let me see. You have the four parts, the four items of reporting, and the four items that we have said is audience. You have to look at the audience. You also have to look at the acquisition. That is acquisition, the behavior, how people are interacting with your website, and also the conversion. Those are the four key areas of focus when it comes to Google analytics. And this one, when it comes to audience, with audience, you're able to look at the when you come to the audience, you remember you are able to look at the overview of the audience, where you learn to get how to see how NDS are interacting with you. So with audience, you're able to see how people interact with you. You're able even to see have an overview of how users are visiting, the number of users at any given time, any given day. You can even look at hourly, weekly, monthly, or daily overview of how your customers are behaving. So you have to come to get this. You are able to see the number of users, the new users. You even get the insight of the sessions, the number of sessions per user, and also the page views. So you get all these ideas, the session duration, the bounce rate. You're able even to look at the bounce rate about your website. And when you engage on this bounce rate, you're able to even to identify what is the problem with this bounce rate and how can you correct this. You're also able to get the demographics of this audience through the language, the country, the city, and also how they look for you, either through the browser operation system or the mobile phone, the operation system, and all that. So able to look at all these languages, and this way will help you now determine which language you have to use according to the users that are engaging with your website, or whether you need a Google translator on your website for the sake of those people with the other languages. Also able to look at them different types of demographics, the interest. You're able to look at the interest, to have also look to the geographical behavior, the technological, the way they are visiting. So you have quite a range of things that you can research on Google Analytics. The next thing is acquisition. And when it comes to acquisition, this is where now you look at the performance, and when you are able to see other acquisitions. And with acquisition, sorry for this is popping because this is a demo account and I have not accepted emails from this. So you have to look at the acquisition of those people who have direct search for you, and those people have interacted with you with the direct search, who have paid search, those who have interacted with your website through paid search, those who have interacted with you through display ads, those who have either affiliates or who have used other links. For example, they can maybe affiliate browsers like Bing and all that, to those who have used all these sites to visit your website and on others. So you are given all these ideas of how people, and this can be categorized in different ways. For example, you're able to categorize in terms of new users, in terms of sessions, in terms of total users, in terms of page session. You can even get the behavior of the audience acquisition on terms of page, those people who have page. And this way you're able even to see the conversion in terms of transaction revenue and the e-commerce conversion rate. You're able even to look at Google Ads. If you have a Google Ads, you're able to see how which campaigns are performing for you and how they are performing in terms of bringing traffic to your website. So you are able to see all these. You're able to see maybe this a campaign have got this, and you can look at it. See, you can even click at the campaign, see how it was, so that you are able to see which one was performed better against which one, and you are able to see what did you do to this campaign, the first campaign, for example, that brought more people than the second campaign or the seventh campaign that just brought a few people. So you're able even to look at this. You're able even to look at the site links and also the accounts. So this way you're able even to determine, like my website, from where am I getting these people visiting my website? From who? How are they interacting? How are they finding my links? So able even to get on this. And when it comes to the keywords, you're even able to know the keywords that are performing better for your websites. Sorry for this pop-up, but when you have your account, it doesn't pop up. It only pops up when you have a demo account, because I have to accept to get all this information on an email. And unfortunately, this is not my website. It's just a demo account. So you find that you're able even to see how the performance of each ad keyword that was used either on ads, and the way you can even have a suggestion or bid adjustment on how you can adjust your bids in accordance to get more better results from the ads. And also, sorry for this, and also you're able, so you have to look at all these. You can get even to see the shopping campaign, how they perform, the display targeting, the final, the hours of the day that these ads we were getting the most of the visitors, so that you can target on that time when you're doing even your organic campaigns, even on social media. You can also look at the behavior, and when you look at the behavior, this is where you look at the overview, or you can look at how hii kitu itatusumbua. You can also look at how you have interacted with people, the product category, the page titles, how the site content looks like, and how people interact with each site, and which each content at each page. You're also able to see to have a sitemap to get all this, and then you can even measure your conversion. If was your goals according to your goals? What do you have the goals URL or your goal achieved, and all this? So you're able to see all this. Remember that Google Analytics gives you an intensive report about your performance. Before I add this, let me see whether there are more questions that are here. Maybe someone is yes, no worries, but I'm sorry for joining it, Kenfi Solution. Karibu sana Kenfi. At least you have gotten something. And as I said, today was more of a practical, and I hope that these practicals have really helped you. I'm sorry for joining in, Christian Boyer. So you can join, you can get a glimpse, and you can learn more about this. You can ask questions here, and also you can also revisit and rewatch later as we progress. So I can see that we are having quite a good audience here, and we are very interactive, and I'm very happy about this. And as we are concluding, so as I was saying, the Google Analytics gives you either real-time reports. You can get the real-time, or over time you are getting to know about your audience. You learn about the audience that you have. You're able to look at the acquisitions, how you are getting these links, how people have the acquisition. You're able to learn from where have these people visited this website from. So you're able to get different acquisitions sites that have brought you. You're able to see the behavior, and with the behavior, you're even able to see the content, the site speed. You're even able to measure your site speed of the and page timing. You're able to get all these reports on Google Analytics. And remember, all these are free. You are not paying for anything for this Google Analytics. You're also able to look at speed suggestion, use timings, and you're able even to adapt. You're able to see that average page load is 4.5 seconds, which is not good, because remember that we say that for a good website, it have to load within 0.8 seconds. So when it's paid for, it's a bit high. You have a redirecting time. The average redirect time is, so these are a bit better. Domain lookup time is good. So you can even know where you are going to improve your website for better results. You're even able to know speed suggestions to see how you can set your speed to optimize your website. And you're able to see you have an average suggestion of 10.10 seconds in homepage. On basket, you have an average of 3 seconds. So you even get to able to see how long people stay on a certain page, and how you can improve on this, and all these use timings and all that. You're also able to see the events. If you have events, that you can even get analysis about how your Facebook event, your events, total events, how you have unique events, how you have the value of each event, and how you have interacted with this event, the effect action, and event labeling. You're able even to do all this. So not only, remember that not only Google Analytics does they give you just the data. And that's why we say that when it comes to marketing, we say data is not just numbers, it's facts. It's a collection of facts. So you are given a facts and even suggestion on how you can perform on this. So up to this point, this is how you do. You are even able to see whether you have gotten your goals, the goal path, the funnels, visualizations, where you can see that you can able to see how the customer funnel looks like. Remember that you're able to purchase completed. You're able to see the purchase completed from, remember that from those people who added to cart to those people who really purchased. You are able to see how this visited. For example, on this site, you're able to see that out of these people, there are these 70 people exited at this age. They entered 509, but they exited the 70. So the remaining ones, They went up to home, others went to store, and others even went to other apparels, for example, the cat. And by this, it means that 965 out of the 2,000, that is that 5% of these people proceeded to bidding and shipping. For example, if these are an e-commerce platform, and when they proceeded to bidding at this stage, how many dropped and how many proceeded to payment? And out of this, after the payment, how many people proceeded to review? For example, they have repaid, they have reviewed, and for these who have given a good review, either positive or negative, who have reviewed, and those who have completed the purchase. So we are able even to see the customer funnel with the Google Analytics, and you're able to improve. For example, you are able to ask yourself, why so much number of people dropped at homepage more than at bidding or at the carts? Was there a broken link or that? And you can get to learn more and to investigate more with this. So with this, that's how we do. We do something we call the data analytics. And remember that with data analytics, they help you. Come up with a good decision. And remember that even this one, they are printable. And when they are printable, you're able to even learn more and to promote more about this. So allow me to go back to the training slides. And as I go back to the training slide, I also would like to see whether there's some comment or question. Wow, I need to learn more in Google Analytics. Thank you for the learning link. Thank you very much, TMX. And I hope you can get to learn more, to understand more, and also to even apply what you have learned. And also feel free to ask questions, to reach out even after this. Sorry. Even after this session, feel free to engage us and to ask questions, and also to even get them to help us to ask for help to apply this we have learned today. So with this, we say that we are going to look at for the four main agendas, as you have seen on the Google Analytics. That is the reach, the engage, activate, and also nurture. And you see that with this, you are able now to determine how you are going to make this question. You have to ask how many the question that you have to answer and how you have to apply. For example, for the reach, you are going to ask, how are people finding you online? And this is where you found that you are able to see the part that we are going got acquisition, where you're able to see from how many people are visiting your website, from which areas. You're able to know how you engage with people, and this is where you learn which page are not getting any views and which page are getting the drop off, which page is happening people are spending more time with, and this way you're able now to make sure to prioritize these. You're also able to look at the activity and also identify which referring sites are driving more conversions, and are these people leaving a review? Are they returning? With the Google Analytics, you're able to get all these in, and you're able to maintain your customer. As you get new customer, you're able to come up with a strategy that will help you even maintain the existing customers. And with this, you're also able to use Google Trends, and with Google Trends, you're able to see and learn the trends that are coming. And with Google Trends, they help you explore the world in search of entering keywords and the topic in the explore bar. Also able to see stories and to see the trends that are trading online, both locally and also internationally, and that are related to your business, so that you can apply on these keywords and trends, and also hashtags to help you do your promotion well. You're also able to promote your business online with this data and analysis, because you'll be able to know at what time do this product go, at what time do these visitors visit this page, at what time of the year or season do they visit this product, and all that. And with this information, you're able to tune and to change, to effectively change with time, so that you're able to stay relevant on the market and also able to get maximum benefit from this. So you're also able to use Google Trends to search keywords, and also you are able to get keywords from Google Analytics, as I have shown you. And also even today I didn't show you about Google Ads data insights, because I hope that on Friday we will be going through the topic that we missed last week. We are going to repeat this on Google Ads, and this is where we are going to diverge more on how the reporting of Google Ads, and you can even see how you can get the Google Ads, to learn the keyword planner, to learn about how you can get to know the performance of keyword, which keyword to use, how the ads are performing, the types of ad, and all this. So make sure that you find time on Friday to get this learning we'll be sharing with you the details about this ads training, and you're able to get more even about the analysis of Google Ads. So I'm going to post for the question there and also see how the interaction is on the chat box. I can see my moderator is really active here, and I is even sharing you links. So now, oh, this is nice. My moderator have even shared with you the links that you really need to perform and also to help to have the best out of this. So remember that we don't not only learn, but we also try to apply what we are learning. And as I had said earlier, remember that we had the boot camp that is more demonstrative. Imagine these demonstrations I've given you is just but a tip of the iceberg of what goes on Hustle Academy. So kindly make sure you, if you have never signed up for the Hustle Academy, you sign up for this, and you have a training for the Hustle Academy, and you gave me the result. I'm very sure you come telling me, let me tell you, Benson, where the Hustle Academy was really, really effective, and you give the best feedback about this. And also remember that you can also access materials of what we have learned today and others through our learning hub, that is learn.digital with google.com. And this is where you can able to even do your short courses. You can even get certification of those courses. You can plan to learn about analytics. You can maybe choose to learn about Google Analytics or Analytics as a course, and you get certification that will help you perform better. Also, remember to reach us to us out more on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more questions, and also to get to be in online with more happenings, and also to be in know how of all the trends that are going on with the digital academy or the upskills as a whole. You can get these links from the chat box. My moderator will be sharing them. And up to that point, I just say that we have come to the end of this very, very, very encouraging, very, very engaging, and also very, very interesting session. I can tell you I have enjoyed this session, and I hope the same have happened to you. And I hope that you also have apply what we have learned, and also you have to keep more engaging and researching more and learning more as we progress. So up to that point, I only have to say thank you for your participation. Thank you for finding time and also engaging with us on chat box. Thank you for keeping my moderator, who is the leader, very busy today, and also making this session more interesting and more interactive from that side. We see you again next time, next place, and we'll be communicating to you more about the next sessions. And up to this, I can only wish you a very, very blessed week ahead and the rest of the day, evening. And also remember to keep safe. Corona is not done. Just keep safe. You can mask up when in public, wash hands, and also make sure that you protect even those you love at home and also in workplace. Thank you for that session, and bye bye.